honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
It's because I don't have my other light or my other key, and so my other key it me up because I don't have my other key in the ignition, and so it's pulling on my belt. That's why. Like, I can show you, sir.
Ironically, that's the same thing I was thinking when I decided I wanted to show these folk what the hell y'all was up there doing in New Mexico. And we're going to get to that. But you got a great idea. Let's show them first.
Police video shows that crash APD Chief Harold Medina caused on Central last month was far different than the situations a lot of APD officers respond to, and some of those officers knew it. News 13's Madison Connor has the video showing what the chief did and how officers reacted on scene.
Chief was here parked on the north side of Central in Alvarado.
This is video from officers responding to the crash involving their boss, Albuquerque Police Chief Harold Medina, back in February. As he said, he was trying to avoid gunfire.
Chief is at the line of fire, so he gets out of there.
The chief says he and his wife were in an unmarked car next to where a fight broke out. After seeing a gun, Medina says he sped off to avoid being in the line of fire when he hit and seriously injured a man in his '66 Mustang. After the crash, video shows the chief stuck around talking with officers.
How you doing, sir?
I was more worried about my poor wife.
Trailhand Bill, live from South Florida, man. We're in Miramar today. It's been hot in Miramar as it pertains to police activity, man. And they just solved like a decades-old cold case, so I mean, shout out to them for that. I'm pretty sure those loved ones and family members wanted justice. All you got to do is listen to people, and they'll tell you who they are, man. Shout out to you guys from New Mexico in that area. You've been telling me about this for a minute, and I told you guys I was going to look into it. I did back then. It just was a matter of me getting around to covering it, man. This is New Mexico's chief of police. The reason this came to my attention is because another one of their deputies up there killed 14-month-old baby speeding to a crash, and we got some more things we're going to see in this video, guys. But after watching that collision, after watching him missile into that civilian vehicle, man, in an unmarked car, meaning you weren't in a police unit, you didn't have any emergency lights on, and then you got out of it and you said, you know, I was more worried about my wife. You know, and I get the concern for your wife. Obviously, you should have that type of concern, but sir, it wasn't your wife and a civilian that you nearly missiled off of the earth. It was just your wife, and it's just indicative of how these cowards think, man. It's just always about them and theirs. They don't give a damn who that affects and what lives that tears apart. It's some bullshit going on in New Mexico. They're competing with Georgia and Texas for the most terroristic departments, police departments in the United States. And we know New York in the running too. I think Cali, y'all been at the #1 spot, sharing it with New York probably. I don't know. I got a confession, guys. Ain't no way in hell this is how I recorded the first intro. You're probably going to hear how I recorded the first intro at the end of this video, because I'm going to get mad again. Let's see what's going on in New Mexico.
How you doing, sir?
I was more worried about my poor wife. Dude, she never comes to press conferences on Saturday. Can you come with me and I'll take you to breakfast afterwards? So, like, some breakfast, but yeah.
As the investigation progressed, Medina continued recounting what happened, pointing out a single bullet casing near where he witnessed a fight.
Yeah, I'm glad
It's so hard to see.
Nobody ran it over.
Yeah, at least one.
No.
No, I only heard one shot.
A unique situation, as Chief Medina, both a witness to a crime and a driver involved in a car crash, was allowed to freely roam the crime scene.
They're going to just have detectives interview me.
Not only describing the situation to officers, but dictating how to handle it and pointing detectives in the direction of where he thought one of the two men in the fight may have gone.
Yeah, because he went and he told me I'm not hit. And I thought he had gotten shot. Like, there's no way he missed. It was like from me to you.
One officer making it clear that this was an unusual situation.
Hey, sir. So, I know this is right now, but so I had two officers at Central and Penn. For you, can we disregard that?
I think we can disregard it for now.
Madison Connor, KRQE News 13.
The crash is still under investigation.
I told y'all about Wyatt, man. Y'all got to go check that out. Wyatt was murdered again by a New Mexico deputy sheriff, allegedly going to check out a robbery scene. And this particular sheriff has a history of DUI. And he almost killed another police officer driving drunk before, too. So I want you guys to hear from the chief's victim, the guy who was driving the other vehicle that this coward missiled into.
Good afternoon. The man seriously hurt in a T-bone crash caused by Albuquerque's police chief last month is speaking out, saying the actions of the city's foremost law enforcer left him with life-altering injuries. Here's News 13's Natalie Wattis.
Todd Purchart says it was the perfect day for cruising in his vintage Mustang. He says he never expected his life would be turned upside down by the police chief.
It was so fast, I don't think I had time to even brace for it.
Saturday, February 17th, Todd Purchart was cruising down Route 66 in his family heirloom car, a gold 1966 Mustang. His plan was to head from the Route 66 diner to a Mustang Club meetup at the Atomic Museum.
As I approached the intersection of Central and Alvarado, I clearly recall seeing the green light before going through the intersection. Then all of a sudden, I saw a black truck come out of nowhere and slammed into me on the driver's side.
In that black truck was Albuquerque Police Chief Harold Medina, who would later tell the media he and his wife were fleeing gunfire after pulling over near two men in a fight. Meanwhile, Purchart was left trying to get someone to call his wife.
I was bleeding while trying to talk with the emergency operator on the phone. I couldn't breathe, making it difficult to talk.
He was crushed in the crash, having to be dragged out the passenger side of his car. On his left side, a broken collarbone, shoulder blade, 8 broken ribs, and a collapsed lung.
Titanium plates have been put on all but the 2 top ribs, which was a 7-hour surgery.
Purchart says he's been in constant pain since the crash. He and his wife now want answers.
My husband's injuries, due to the chief's reckless disregard for the lives and safety of others, were secondary and blown off as of no concern by the APD spokesperson and the mayor. To make things worse, the mayor praised the chief's actions. That made me sick.
Danielle, who was out of town, found out from police over the phone.
In my head, all I kept hearing was the police chief was running away. He was running away. He was running away. And my husband is injured because he was running away.
The Purcharts are now expected to file a lawsuit.
We have questions why he pulled over in the first place in an unmarked vehicle with his wife in the car and without his lapel camera on. Officers have been disciplined and terminated for similar unsafe driving practices.
The Purcharts say they're not asking for the chief's resignation, but say they want accountability and compensation for Todd's injuries. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Natalie. In a statement, APD said in part today, it's glad to see Purchart is recovering and emphasized on an ongoing internal affairs investigation into the crash. We have posted the full statement on KRQE.com.
I don't speak for everybody, but I'm not sure I give a damn what they have to say. They're hiding under their magic blanket of investigation, internal investigation. I'm not sure which of these incidents happened first. I keep referencing Wyatt, either in the description or tagged up here in one of these affiliate links up to the right. I'm going to tag that video. You can go check it out. Or his name is Wyatt Franzoy. Wyatt spells just like it sounds, Franzoy, a 14-month-old who won't be able to live his life fully out because another New Mexico sheriff's deputy can't drive. Now, I wanted you guys to see all of that because of this.
It was no ordinary DWI stop. A uniformed Albuquerque police officer walking the line on the side of the road after state police pulled him over. Tonight, video of that APD officer's arrest. It's another night patrolling New Mexico highways for one of the state's top DWI cops.
He was doing 112, but I'm going to catch him.
But on this particular Sunday, early this month, State Police Sergeant Toby Lefebvre is about to make an unusual arrest after clocking a speeding SUV on I-25.
Watching an APD unit doing like over 100. Keeps driving off the road.
Sure enough.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
He finds an Albuquerque police officer in full uniform behind the wheel.
What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
Officer Jordan Hernandez tells the sergeant he only has a few minutes to get to work for his midnight shift. But Sergeant Lefebvre says not so fast.
You're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire.
On the side of Bobby Foster, Hernandez tries to explain his driving.
I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
Honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
It's because I don't have my other light or my other key, and so my other key like it me up because I don't have my other key in the ignition, and so it's pulling on my belt. That's why. Like, I can show you, sir.
So that's why you can't stay in one lane?
No.
Okay, no. I asked you, why can't you stay in one lane?
Because I'm trying to log on to all my stuff and everything like that.
Okay.
But the sergeant suggests a different explanation.
Mr. Hernandez, when did you last drink alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Lefebvre, who is well known in the state for his career putting drunk drivers behind bars, learns Hernandez graduated from the academy 3 years ago.
Was I one of your instructors?
No, sir.
He tells Hernandez he can smell the booze on his breath.
This is very awkward for me, Mr. Hernandez.
And starts the field sobriety tests. Hernandez has a few hiccups.
48, 47, 46, 44, 45, 44, 43.
From one officer of the law to another, Sergeant Lefebvre breaks the difficult news.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit. You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and or drugs.
He calls Hernandez's boss to pick up the patrol car and the officer's gear.
Got him at 112. 112.
Back at the station, Hernandez chit-chats with the sergeant, but refuses the breathalyzer before spending the night behind bars.
Let you know if you need.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
APD put Hernandez on administrative leave after his arrest. He is now charged with aggravated DWI, speeding, and failure to maintain his lane.
Why they never clarified whether that's paid or unpaid administrative leave? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. I know the answer. Over 120 miles per hour. Did he say like 111, 112, 121, something like that? What do you think that SUV careening, missiling into another vehicle would have done or possibly done? I showed those first two videos, man, because this last one, and as I said, some, natives to that area up there had been telling me, hey, the chief, when I covered the Wyatt story, rest in peace again, I'm going to keep saying his name, 14, he's a baby, right? I think we all rally around, we're supposed to be protecting the kids. It's not anybody's one job, but I did that video, and then, the people were telling me, hey, man, the chief just, T-bone somebody up here too, pretending he heard some gunshots, and we seen that video. It's not a lot for me to say about that. When we hear from the victim of that situation and his wife, and I feel her passion, I feel her frustration, that's how my original intro for this video was. I was outraged at him jump out of that car giggling, talking about he was only worried about his wife. So when his wife says then the city officials, are seemingly only concerned about the chief and that side of the coin, we seen it. I don't have to think hard. I don't have to ruminate about whether to believe which side or not. We seen him do it. So, and this is gonna tie into what I want to say, man. You got these officers that are continually murdering citizens, getting arrested for DUI. This dude is going to work drunk. Now, the last video was why I finally covered the chief story. I already covered Wyatt. I was always going to cover the chief because I had it in the deck. I put it in the deck as soon as they told me about it. I looked it up and set it to the side. And then I'm scrolling last night and I see this and I'm like, it's no way in hell. Like, literally, my mind is like I had to, one of those proverbial slap yourself moments. Like there's no way in hell we in Mexico with a damn officer in his patrol car driving drunk, knowing what I know about New Mexico. And I haven't even talked about the fact that y'all killed the homie up there. I always forget it, Robert Dotson. Y'all went to his house at the wrong house. This is in New Mexico. And y'all killed that man in his front door in front of his wife, and you Negroes weren't even at the right house. I ain't even got to the fact that I covered the video where your officers jump out of their vehicle in a residential neighborhood in the middle of the day and open fire with semi-automatic or automatic, I don't know, guns. I mean, just open fire in a neighborhood shooting at a fleeing car, claiming a gun got pointed at them. Y'all just be up there doing crazy shit. And for y'all who seen the Wyatt Friends or video, I started it like this. New Mexico, I know American cops are wild, but y'all wow. Y'all off the chart. I know American cops are wild, but y'all wow. Let me clarify this for the last and final time, man. Who in the hell don't know New Mexico? Come on, I mean, I know that maybe there's people that don't know, and I understand how you guys could confuse that. But like I'm saying about New York and Cali, obviously American states, and now even Georgia and Texas, you definitely only listen. And I ain't showing favoritism to Georgia because I'm from there, but they catching up. But these states are in America, but damn, they at the top of, like, so I'm going to say, I know America wow, but Cali, New York, Texas, Georgia, New Mexico, y'all wow. I'm not saying that they aren't in the United States. I'm saying that even in the wild United States, while police forces are domestic terrorists, they stand out as even wild amongst that. They are the wild of the wild. And it's culture. That's what it is in American police and American government. That's why I can't co-sign none of that. I'll say this, y'all out here Trump this, Biden that. All of them traitors to me. I feel like they just got y'all on a string, and as long as their terror doesn't come in your way, as long as their terror fits what makes your circle comfortable, you're okay with it. I haven't seen one political party that's not terrorizing Americans. I'm sorry, I ain't even sorry, because I'm just telling the damn truth. I haven't seen one. I've seen some. This political party makes life more comfortable for these people, so they cool with them. And this political party makes life more easy for these people, so I ain't with none of that shit. If you against people, you against people. You can't halfway step. The only thing we're against is what's against us. We disagree about a lot of things, but there has to be some absolute morality here. If not, then we got total chaos and shit. Survivor survived. The rest of y'all just whine. Let me get back to this, because like I say, it's American government and policing. I manage people up to from 1 to 100. Go to the, you go to the interview. How many people? I literally, from 1 to 100 people, I manage them, praise God. And trust me, I'm a leader by nature. That's who God made me. So when things are going on in my sector, in my arena, I'm not pointing at the damn team. That reflects who I am. That reflects my leadership. That emanates and tells people about me. But we ain't finna be out here doing no crazy shit, especially repetitively killing innocent citizens, because we ain't responsible. And nobody on my watch gonna do that. We're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with that internally, and we ain't doing the police internally. I mean internally, because we trying to shine, for real, at whatever we doing, and we ain't doing it. And I'm saying that to say this is, damn it, in this situation, literally, because the chief T-boned somebody lied. Why y'all so scared of every damn thing? I was running, I heard shots. You the damn police, you the lead police. Why you so damn scary? I know your wife in the car. I'm not forgetting context here, cuz, but you damn near killed somebody, jumped out of the car talking about you worried about your wife. Man, in my original interview, I said, man, fuck your wife. That's y'all problem. Not interview, my original intro. I'm hot, y'all. I get hot because this stuff don't even make no sense. And then you got these cowards in real life and in the comments, they still find excuses for the shit. I'll be like, yo, wait till they T-bone your people. Wait till they kill your 14-month-old. I really want you to still be out here with that coward-ass blue line flag marching. Don't switch sides then. There has to be some consistency in your morality. I don't know these people I be making these videos getting upset about. I know Wyatt, damn the name, I can spell it backwards. I never met that 14-month-old in his life. His parents will never meet him again. His father said in the video, you don't know what it feels like returning presents that you never even put under the damn tree. That's a father talking about his damn murdered son, because you cowards out here can't keep your people under control, and y'all want us to celebrate them? And they're so out of control. You got one of these cowards driving to work drunk. You think he ain't got to see whoever's leading that shift before he goes on duty? And if he does it, then that's where the problem probably begins. Because it definitely begins higher. You gotta be able to manage what you're managing. And somebody ain't managing shit up there in New Mexico. And it's putting a lot of Americans in danger. And I'm not a particular fan of it. Trail and Bill. Y'all be safe.
He was doing 112, I don't know to catch him. Not you an APD unit. Doing like over 100. Keeps driving off the road. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
It's another night patrolling New Mexico highways for one of the state's top DWI cops.
He was doing 112, I don't know to catch him.
But on this particular Sunday, early this month, State Police Sergeant Toby LaFave is about to make an unusual arrest after clocking a speeding SUV on I-25.
Not you an APD unit. Doing like over 100. Keeps driving off the road.
Sure enough,
how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
He finds an Albuquerque police officer in full uniform behind the wheel.
Purchart was left trying to get someone to call his wife.
I was bleeding while trying to talk with the emergency operator on the phone. I couldn't breathe, making it difficult to talk.
He was crushed in the crash, having to be dragged out the passenger side of his car. On his left side, a broken collarbone, shoulder blade, 8 broken ribs, and a collapsed lung.
Titanium plates have been put on all but the 2 top ribs, which was a 7-hour surgery.
Purchart says he's been in constant pain since the crash.
I was more worried about my poor wife.
Heroes. Where? Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.
I'm just in my way to work.